You can get a CCJ for a parking ticket, but like most laws, it's not always straightforward. The type of parking fine you have affects the immediacy, and I'll tell you what happened when a parking ticket made it to the Supreme Court. But first, let's find out what kind of a parking fine you have. There are two different types of parking tickets, a parking charge notice and a penalty charge notice. They sound and look very similar, but they're handled in different ways. A penalty charge notice is given to you on public land like a high street, by the police or council, and these tickets are enforceable by law, but you still have the right to appeal. When you get a penalty charge notice, an authority issues a charge notice followed by an order of recovery when you don't pay. Ignoring this fine is a quick way to get bailiffs at your door and a CCJ. A parking charge notice is given to you on private land. Companies like supermarkets or the health sector employ operators to issue the tickets, and when you drive onto that car park, you're agreeing to the T's and C's, which should be on clear signs. And if they haven't, it's a reason to appeal, which I'll get to soon. If you break the rules, they issue you with a parking ticket, so it's more like an invoice to pay. It could be for overstaying your time, not displaying a pay and display ticket, parking badly in a bay that you're not allowed to. And although a private landowner or car park operator can't legally demand you pay a parking charge notice, they can issue court proceedings, which is why you should never ignore the parking charge notice. It's the last thing you want, because if they win, then you might have to pay out a lot of money and it could affect your credit history. The parking ticket then becomes a debt, and this is why you get a CCJ. You don't want to end up in front of a judge for a parking ticket. Parking I versus Barry Beavis is a very famous court case, and it escalated all the way to Supreme Court. Barry had gone over his parking limit in a private land car park by nearly an hour, and there were 20 signs in the car park that were large, prominent and legible. Unfortunately for him, he lost the fight and it was ruled in Parking I's favour, and the law has been clarified by this case. If you want to avoid getting into a situation like Barry, but think you have good grounds to appeal your parking ticket, then I can help you. The best thing to do when you receive a parking ticket on private land is gather loads of information to support your appeal and try your luck. If you think your ticket's unjust because you parked correctly, displayed a ticket, or your ticket was issued within the 10-minute grace period, that's all great grounds for appeal. If you don't think you have a good chance of appealing, then it's best to pay the ticket early while you get the discounted rate. Don't ignore it and hope that it might just go away. One way to get a quick answer to see whether you might have any joy appealing is by speaking to a solicitor. There may be someone that you know locally, or you could get a quick response online with Just Answer solicitors. For the sake of a £5, you could save yourself a lot of time and money. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out and support my channel.